All right. Welcome to the Chaps. This is Motorpod. This is the podcast where we talk about the vehicles, playsets, and even trailers of the G.I. Joe Real American Hero toy line from 1982 to the present day. And we also talk about other military and adventure toy lines and sometimes related comic books as well. I am your host, Gary, and with me, as always, is
Casey from Podcast from the Pit.
and joining us again is
Wes, aka Joe Hunter 73. How's everyone doing? This
doing good.
fine Friday night.
And we got our first yeehaw of the evening.
What's up, Eric?
Hey, Billy.
You ain't out at the dirt track this weekend?
He normally works Friday nights.
Oh, that's right.
He
Yeah.
had to work day shift because the lady was not able to work, so he got a rare Friday night off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
So
Hey, he deserves it.
He'll be nice
right.
and rested for the show tomorrow morning.
Oh, he still wake up 5 minutes before we go live.
but yeah, so Casey, since the last time we talked, anything new in the old mail?
I actually got something new today. Pretty excited for it. It is the White Praetorian. I'm not sure what
Nice.
exclusive this was, what show, but it is pretty awesome. So now I have the black, I've got the Fury, and I've got this one. So I just need like the original green one.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Kind of looks like the those Cobra knots.
Yeah.
Right? A little bit?
Yeah, it looks almost too like the core.
Mm-hmm.
The core astronauts, yeah. And joining us also is Ronnie Trickshot. Ronnie Trickshot mowing his lawn, being an
What's up,
eco
Ronnie?
warrior.
And also, Eric sent me, I think it's a Black Major, but it's a bat, but it's a Red Shadows bat.
Yeah, those are cool.
Nice.
So I was pretty excited. Me and Eric had a trade, and we both had one figure we wanted from each other. And so we sent each other that figure, but we filled up boxes with other stuff. So we both got some nice stuff out of it.
That's a great way. That's a great way to trade between friends.
You know, the little surprises in there.
So, was anything new for you besides the helicopter strung over the web?
Yeah. Yeah. I picked up last week, and it's been a while really since I picked up anything since all the toy shows back in June. And I hit up a toy show in San Antonio last weekend, and I got the helicopter, but in the mail, hey, wreck ship, I got a fully loaded salvo.
So Wes is getting tough because he's got to get tough.
You got a
Yojo.
He's got the right of
the
might.
the fight of might.
Yeah,
The
right
right
of
the
right
right
of
might.
Right of might. Yeah, right. I can't read. But question for anyone out there. I don't even know where I put it. There it is.
Oh, good evening, Peter Moline.
Hello, Peter.
If anyone can answer this question, so what does the briefcase have to do with salvo? Since I was out of Joe at this time, and this is what shipped with it, I'm like, oh, they threw in a briefcase for some reason. And lo and behold, I believe, I'm like 99% sure I checked on 3D Joe's. I was like, yeah, there's a briefcase alongside with salvo. I was like, what in the world? Doesn't make sense.
It's for his other hand. Just carry it around.
Yeah. He's like very heavy with all geared up.
I bet. That's one figure I don't have. I'd like to have. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah, there's definitely some gems in the 90s, Casey, that.
What's up, Peter? I see you now.
No. Oh, Yojo, according to Jono, lists that as a cachet.
Did he clear his cachet out?
Yeah.
Briefcase cache.
Okay. I have had a quiet week. I don't have anything, so I'm good. I mean, I did get maybe it was last week. I got my Joe Fest sketch from Larry Hama. So I got my Dawn. It's upstairs, so I'm not going to show it to anybody because I'm in the basement now.
You need to take a picture of it though for Instagram. I'd like to see it.
I should. Yeah, definitely. I should share it. But yeah, so that really been quiet and not spending money. Just what goes on when your wife's car gets mechanically totaled. So no toys for a while for me.
That stinks.
Yeah. It's going, but they say it should get a new transmission. So
I was going through a phase where I wasn't buying anything, but now that my wife's got that new job, I went crazy for a weekend.
Zazel joining us. Thank you, Zazel, for coming in, saying hi.
What's up,
Hello.
Zazel?
Zazel.
Putting out that content on YouTube is wonderful, man.
Yeah, he's doing really excellent work. So
I am missing Mo Tuesdays though, man. That crew has to start doing Mo Tuesday again. It's so fun. him and Phil and Adam from Go Figure and Nate. This is so fun. It's one of my favorite shows, YouTube history.
So, all right. Well, I think time to start diving into the topic. I came up with this one, and it was just basically, let's talk repaints. We talk about the vehicles, and we talk about, they might get reused, but I figured it would be an interesting topic to talk about repaints individually. We're going to start with American releases from 1982 to 1994, and then we'll figure out, as this is going to be an ongoing series of sorts in my head. So don't yell at me if I don't do part 2 for 3 months. But really, we just want to talk about, the repaint, what it's based on. I want to include also like things that aren't straight repaints. Like I want to talk about Slaughter's Marauders. I want to talk about, the 90s Street Fighter and, other things, when they added spring-loaded weapons. And I want to start, like I said, we're going to start with the American releases from the original Real American Hero run, and just go from there. Maybe we'll go and talk about the Big Shoulder era. Maybe we'll talk about modern era. Maybe we'll talk about foreign. So we're going to be, it's just really interesting to see where this will go. Maybe it will devolve into going into things like other toys, like the Apache helicopter from Sonic Fighters. And that's actually a repaint from another toy line that Hasbro owned. So we're going to see where it goes and see where it takes us.
4 hours. Here we go. Let's do it.
Yes. And also want to say thank you to anybody tuning in to little old me and not tuning into the Chiefs Chargers game on YouTube right now.
I got it over here on the
traitor. But all right, so I did a little bit of starting off. So I went through Yojo a little bit, and we're going to be using Yojo for the tonight as our primary resource for just ease of picking them out and moving forward. Because Yojo the grid layout is probably the Zazel's already chiming in that Slaughter's Marauders is the best repaint reuse vehicles of all time. So we'll see about that when we get to 1989. But first, we need to start at kind of the beginning. 1984 was when we started getting the reuse of molds. And the first vehicle, according to yojo.com, well, there's kind of two. It's kind of the same thing. It's actually kind of three. It's the Vamp Mark II. It's the Stinger. And I have to include this because it kind of is a remold. The Vamp from the Sears 1984 exclusive. So let's talk Vamps. Let's talk about the repaints, remolds, recolors of the Stinger. Guys, let's start with you, Wes. You're the guest tonight. what's your initial thoughts of the Stinger as it compares to the Vamp? Is it better? Is it worse? Let's go from there.
Well, I'm wearing my Cobra hat for a reason. So yeah, I never had the Vamp growing up. My first vehicle, other than the Hiss, was the Stinger when I got it, and that
was easy. I picked it.
Yeah, I don't know if I knew that I'm sure I did because it was always in the commercials, the original Vamp, when it was promoting just the comic book and everything, and that real short video of, like Scarlet hitting the bullseye in the firing range and all that stuff, the cartoon commercials. And I think they showed the Vamp inside that commercial. So, but yes, the Stinger was my first, and I love the Stinger.
Zazel chiming in. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Zazel's just chiming in with the Fun School repaints. So Zazel's probably going to be assisting with some of the foreign stuff.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Maybe.
he definitely dropped some knowledge in my videos on YouTube as well, which is very thankful. But yeah, it was and I didn't notice until later on that 84's quotes the Vamp, the Mark II, and the Stinger, same molds, just different rack in the back. Little bit different setup with, I think the Vamp Mark II still had gas tanks in the back, I think.
Yes, it does. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll switch over to
No, you're good. You're good. And, so I didn't know the original mold of the Vamp. And I think when I first saw it as an adult collector, or maybe reading it on here, the original Vamp didn't have that, was a little bit of a different molding to it. They upped that molding on the Stinger and the Mark II with the shovel on the front. Yeah. But also the Vamp Mark II for me, I like it better than the Vamp as well, but the Stinger is for the win.
Stinger for the win. So So we're kind of talking about both at the same time. So,
yeah.
So Wes, do you consider the Stinger and the Vamp Mark II collectible toys in addition to the original?
Do I what now? Yeah.
See, you got the question. Yeah. Because I'm going to be asking this when we get to some, maybe less desirable ones. So let's just.
Oh yeah. Definitely the Stinger. I mean. When they came back out, 2 years ago, or the 2022 Stinger that Hasbro came out with, I waited on it because I didn't like the way they put too much of the lighter gray in it. And it wasn't, I don't know. I didn't like the updates that they did with it. And I'm like, I already have a Stinger, and I still have my original Stinger, which is missing doors in the top and the missile rack. But,
that's cool.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go buy it, and then it was sold out, and I never could get it again. I'm like, fine, I don't need it. And then I picked up another original one at DFW Toy Show with the box.
So Zazel's saying, was the Stinger the first time they used the mold for both Joe and Cobra? I'm going to say yes, because I didn't find any reuses in '83. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So Casey, obviously your turn.
I've got the Stinger. I love it. I've never been a fan of the Vamp Mark II, so I do not own it, and I'm not sorry I don't own it. I got the original Vamp and the Stinger.
Mm-hmm.
So you would say the Vamp Mark II is not an improvement over the original, but the Stinger is?
I mean, it could be, but in my personal collection, I did not need it because I had the Vamp, and that was cool enough. But the Stinger is the top tier out of the three, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will just chime in and say that I think the Vamp Mark II is awesome. I think the Stinger is awesome. I think they're both improvements on the original Vamp, and the Sears Vamp is really just a reuse of parts of the Vamp Mark II using Vamp Mark I parts. And Zazel's just saying everything is better in black
or dark blue.
So I think for 1984, the Stinger and the Mark II to me are must-haves. The Sears is not a must-have, but if you end up with one by accident or you're a completionist, that's pretty dang cool. So that was really all I saw in 1984. So we're going to go over to 1985, Series 4, and I forgot that the way.
Oh, no.
Yeah, hold on.
Yojo.com.
All right. 1985.
There we go.
So let's scroll.
I really like the repaint of the flag in this second version.
Oh. So, going in order of yojo.com, the first one we get is the 1985 blue Cobra snake armor. So, Casey, Wes led off. How about you lead off on this one?
I don't have it. I don't even have the other snake armor. I've never been a fan of it.
Okay. But judging the blue snake armor against the white snake armor, would you say
Blue looks better?
Okay.
You know what would be better though if it was red and had the skull and crossbones of Red Shadows.
Wasn't that a convention exclusive eventually?
I think so.
So we might talk about that later. Not today. I don't think we're going to get there in 45 more minutes. But yeah, so the blue snake for Wes, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I got both. I actually have both boxes of it as well. And
oh, that's nice.
I do like the snake because it was featured in I don't know
miniseries, right?
Yeah, was it the first miniseries?
I think so.
But it was. Yes. I mean, it was featured throughout the first season, and even like Cobra Claw's coming to town. The holiday special one.
Yes.
But and I just did a video on my 1984 blueprints, and that blueprint does something different than any other blueprint has really done, at least from 82 to 87. And it's almost like a file card for that snake armor, because it talks about how when G.I. Joe is captured and you put him in there, it brainwashes, So how else were you going to find that out when it doesn't mention it on the box? That you got to read the blueprint for that. So I thought that was kind of cool. So, and I picked up the blue one a couple of years ago locally here from a fellow, his Daniel Cold War Toys. Find him on Instagram. He just started opening up his shop again on eBay. Yeah, he had the box and the blue snake box and everything. And it goes for rather a nifty little price too on the blue. But the cool thing is it's Storm Shadow inside that one. And on the white one, it's a blue Cobra Trooper, I believe.
Yes.
On the white one. So they alternate the colors, which is, makes sense, right? But yeah, I always liked the snake. I never played with the person inside of it. It was just a robot.
So real quick. So blue or white for you, or both?
Blue.
Okay.
Blue. I do like the white, but definitely that Cobra blue, man. That's 1985, 84 Cobra blue, Rattler blue. Love it.
So I will be the dissenter here. I prefer the white. I prefer the original snake armor. I have a blue snake armor. It's right behind me somewhere in that pile. But the blue just doesn't do it for me. The white is what I saw in the cartoon. The white is what is in the original, the very first real long arc of G.I. Joe, 12 through 19, when Quinn and Snake Eyes are captured and brainwashed by Dr. Venom because of the snake armor that he has put them in. So the snake armor is epic, but to me, the white is more epic than the blue.
Which movie did it show up in? Like the recent ones?
No, I think it showed up in
the cartoon, maybe.
Yeah,
I know it's not a cartoon, but
the 87 movie cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and Zazel is with me, so I'm not alone I'm not on a lonely island. Thank you, Zazel, for joining me on Team White, while Casey and Wes are on Team Blue. But we're going to move on to 1985's Crimson Cat, the Crimson Attack tank. That is a remold of the Mobat in black with red accents. So
It looks like Knife Force.
yeah, I got, because when I was doing the thumbnail, I broke mine out. I've had mine for a few years now. I bought it from a toy shop that was open for a little while in Wallingford, Connecticut. And then he moved to Hamden, and then he went out of business. But yeah. So we got the Crimson Attack tank, the remold of the Mobat. So this is from 1985. It was a Sears exclusive. So Wes, what's your thoughts on the Crimson Attack tank?
I go back and forth on this one. I do like the color. I mean, don't get me wrong, that black looks freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And the red tracks really look good. It's just man, they gone. What's up, man?
How's it going? They gone.
He's chiming in with his favorite repaint of Crazy Legs. Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't own it. I have the Mobat. I never had the Mobat as a kid. I always thought the Mobat was kind of boring as a kid because it was kind of like, I had a friend that had it and it just like was very slow. But we were also outside in the dirt. And you know, I'm a Mauler guy when it comes to tanks. It's just beefier and mightier. Yeah, I like it. Do I need it? No, I don't.
All right. And
Case looking for.
No, that's fine. You know, that's what we're talking about. You know,
yeah, I know.
Does it make sense for does it make sense for the Crimson Guard to have a version of the Mobat?
Crimson Guards were like, it says in their file card, you know, they're elite. They're not out. They're not driving tanks to the front.
But they're also wearing ceremonial uniforms.
I mean, if they want to drive this tank in a parade, that's fine.
Zazel saying this would be an awesome Red Shadows vehicle.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Casey, you go now. I'm done.
I do not own this, but if I came across it at the right price, I would own this because I think it does look really cool.
Does it go pretty high? I would assume.
Yeah, it's like $2.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm not going $2 on it, so if I got it at a good deal, I'd get it.
You can just find a dirty old Mobat and paint it.
Actually, I took my second Mobat and painted it. I'm customizing it for Delta 17.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, Dagon is saying he would rather have the Dreadnought steal one. And he's saying Cobra's blue and black. I'm going to say I like this. I have mine right now manned by a Crimson Guard Immortal because I love the Crimson Guard. I think it's great to have kind of that ultra loyal Cobra troops. You know, they're dyed in the wool. They're just like, zealots and they're undercover. And, maybe there was a guy in the Steel Brigade that really was a Crimson Guard and, went through and, he captured a Mobat. And oh gosh, should have called it the Mocat.
That sounds too much like a Masters of the Universe name.
But yeah, obviously I have one. So
Mocat.
Oh, all right.
He's just showing off another Motu. But I like it. I'm glad I have one. And to me, it supplements my Crimson Guard because I think the Crimson Guard is its own army. Like it's its own like sub faction of Cobra.
Faction, yeah, kind of like Iron Grenadiers.
Oh, and Turd Ferguson joining us.
Hey,
Turd.
So when you put both of them together or side by side, your Mobat and the Cat, like, what are you drawn to more? Like
Today,
know?
today with this discussion, I would be drawn more to the cat because the Joes have the Mauler.
Yeah.
And the Joes have other Mauler-based tanks in the Slaughter's Marauders line that I also really enjoy too. So I like big tanks, and I cannot lie.
Nice.
So we're going to go now to the SMS,
Text
the
message?
Cobra's Sentry and Missile System, also from 1985, also a Sears exclusive. This is another set that I also have. But Casey, we got a red HISS tank with a black MMS missile system, now called the Sentry Missile System. What are your thoughts on this HISS tank and its accessory?
Love it. I'd like to have it. I don't. I've got several HISS tanks, but I don't have this one. So I would like to have this whole setup
Mm-hmm.
with the missiles and everything. It's pretty sharp.
Yeah. Yeah. And Wes?
Yeah, definitely. I'm with Casey on this one. Love how the MMS looks with the black base and the red missiles on it. And yeah, the HISS just pops. Yeah, it's. I wish I would have known about this in '85. I wish my parents would have known about it. I mean, we had a Sears close by, but we always were going to Kmart. And
Funnily enough, Kmart would eventually own Sears.
And I want to say Walmart was probably 85 by then in our town. So yeah, they just missed out. But yeah, no, this is definitely it pops. I have, like Casey, I have several. You know, the HISS 2, the HISS 3. Yeah,
That's a great story, though. That's awesome.
So
wow,
yeah,
that's awesome, Peter.
yeah. Peter Moline at
Fantastic.
but then I'm gonna read some comments here. He got the red HISS for 50 cents at a garage sale as a kid, and he still has it. Sorry, Casey. They Gone goes, blue would have been cool too, but
We get
They
that
Gone, there is the HISS 3
Yeah.
with Rip It.
with Rip It, and that was a middle years, like 2000, 2001. Would also be remade for Walmart, and you could still find the Walmart one for like 15 to 25 bucks online.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Has a
Yeah.
has a modern driver with it though, but it's good.
You can throw a vintage in it.
Oh, yeah.
And Zazel is saying Space Commander's favorite color for the HISS is this red one. And Turd Ferguson is saying he has the red HISS. He does not have the black MMS. I have this SMS in my collection. I have I pieced it together. Somebody was selling the HISS, and then somebody else like 2 weeks later was selling the SMS missile system. And I put together the set cheaper than what it normally sells for. So I was really happy with that.
That's cool.
I'm all for having a fleet of HISSes, all different colors.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have decided that with my collection, I only have one of each, just because what you end up doing is then at one point you have more HISSes than you can display or take pictures of. So like the original HISS has like 3 decal variations, the early, late, and then the mail away. And then so you got the SMS, you got the HISS 3, you know. In Eco Warriors, we have the septic tank. But so you can get it in orange. You know, the modern era, there was another orange one. So I think HISSes are must-haves. And if you find one at the right price, I will encourage Casey, if he has a spare dollar at a tag sale, to buy one of these.
I would. Yeah.
And same thing for Wes.
So you have one, that red, I'm curious. Is it the Cobra? Okay, so I'm sure you have it. The Cobra Stiletto, that red is almost too thin, too faded. of a red on the stiletto.
It's
Is this one darker?
no,
more-
this one, mine is lighter than my stiletto.
Oh, really?
Ronnie loving the septic tank.
See, I would want I want this hiss to be as dark red as those cannons on the cat.
Yeah, I think this is just it's high saturation. I don't remember mine. I have mine upstairs. I have a little, to me, this is a Crimson Guard vehicle.
Yeah.
So I have one of my extra Repaints piloting this because he
Nice.
pops
Yeah.
against the,
blue.
the blue pops against it. So he's kind of like an honorary Crimson Guard member, even though he's in blue. And I don't know, it works. I like it. And unfortunately it's upstairs, so I can't really tell you it's like super red or, like, I think it's like a shade lighter than my stiletto. My stiletto is like pure red. So I'd have to go up and take a photo for you later. And then maybe share it on social media.
Yeah, you need to do that.
Yeah. Okay, fine. More social media. So Ronnie trick shot and septic tank, and Jim Meal. So he likes the Arctic Hiss. And
yeah, that's a good one too.
We might get to the Arctic Hiss in another segment of repaints. Yeah, the Crimson Twins are also in blue, so it works.
That's true.
So that's good. All right, so 1985. Let's go.
Is there anything else in 85?
So command.
You know what? Scroll up. In 85. Were you going to go to 86 yet?
I think we're done with 85.
I don't think so.
What?
Well, it wasn't in 85 when we got it. It comes out later as a mail away, and it's a different color. It's a lighter color.
The ferret?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're going to count that. Okay, good. So we will.
I would count that as maybe it's just different plastic, or it's a different shade of blue. It's not a repaint. They're just.
Well, I mean, we could do the same in 1986 when we talk about the Fire Bat mail away, because technically that's a lighter shade of red.
Yep.
So Wes wants to split hairs. Oh, this is going to be fun.
I'm just Stay on track. Sorry.
So 1986, we're scrolling down. Oh, there we go.
What's different? What? I don't notice what's different.
the Dreadnought Air and Ground Assault. So who let off last time? Was it Casey? Or was it Wes?
I have no
idea. Who cares?
I have no
You know
idea.
what? Casey, it's you.
Go.
All right. Dreadnought Air Assault. You have a repainted repainted Fang and a repainted Skyhawk. So come on. So we got.
I prefer the originals on both of them. I don't hate these. And the fact that they're Dreadnought is fine to have them like this. But I prefer the originals. The Cobra Black and the Joe Green. I don't own either one of these.
Oh, this is an expensive set. It is nuts.
Really?
I've been looking for a good deal on these for about 4 years now, 5 years. Zazel. Okay. So Wes, what are your thoughts on the Dreadnought Air Assault?
I'm with Casey on this one as well. The originals, the Skyhawk and the Fang, fantastic the way they were. Maybe I might dislike this a little bit more than Casey, because if I saw them and even if they were reasonable, I'm passing.
Let me know because I'm still looking.
So you don't own them, okay? That's a first.
No. This is something, like I said, I've been looking for these for several years now.
And was this an exclusive somewhere?
Yes, this was the Sears exclusive.
Damn it, Sears!
Sears did us dirty.
Their figures were always like, I do remember figures being sold there. I just don't remember these exclusive.
Night Force.
I do remember, and I was already out by then, which sucked. But I do remember their prices were higher. like even on the figures, like I remember seeing a barbecue, and instead of $2.47 at Walmart, he was, I want to say $3 and like 20 something cents. So I don't know. They were a lot more. I just remember that. So anyway, go ahead.
So, all right. So Turd Ferguson says if he sees these at assembly required, he is buying. So good luck to you. I'm sure Casey will be at assembly required. And
I
no,
wish. I've never been.
oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were going. All right.
I
Anyway.
wish.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I'm not going to assembly required either. I think the Dreadnought Aerosol is a collector thing. I am not a Skyhawk fan. So I'm not a Skyhawk fan. So I am not a fan of the Dreadnought Skyhawk. The Dreadnought Fang is okay, but 1986 also had the Dreadnought Swampfire, which is so Dreadnought-y it hurts. So it absolutely blows the Fang out of the water, literally. And Turd Ferguson's coming to telling us Rod and Rudette is coming this year. And they gone is asking about what is assembly required, and we'll let Turd deal with that in the chat. So I honestly, the Dreadnought Aerosol isn't a must-have for me. I'd rather have an original Fang, and I'm not like super high on the Skyhawk. It needs to be like a good price for me. So, all right. Oh, come on, go back.
I can't believe you don't like the Skyhawk. What's he doing on here, Casey?
I know. I like the Skyhawk.
I do too.
But Wes, you can lead us off on the Dreadnought Ground Assault, also from 1986, also from Sears. And then you can tell us how your parents don't love you. So,
yeah. When I first saw this, just like when I first saw Tiger Force as an adult collector, because I didn't know about this at all. I hated it. I'm like, what in the actual are they doing here? So looking at this picture now, though, I would get it. I like that. Don't get me wrong, the original, you're not going to mess it up. The Stinger, fantastic. This one, yes, I don't like it near as much, but I don't know. There's just something about it. And even the Ram with the green, with the green rubber tires, like they didn't even bother to make the tires black. They're just going to paint the whole thing.
it was what's on the mold, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And you do realize this green is color changing.
Yeah.
So this all color changes the same way that the original Zartan was. But my original Zartans are replaced with my stunt Zartan.
I like it. I like it enough to, like, if I saw it and if, put some stuff aside to get it, I'd get it.
And Casey, what about you? What are you thinking of the Dreadnought Ground Assault?
I mean, it looks better than the Air Assault, but I'm still not something I would need to get.
Okay. I several years before I started this podcast, I actually built my Stinger and Ram from pieces slowly over the course of like 2 years. This is back during the Pinto Comics days when I was doing more with them. And I will tell you this is the most expensive set I've put together. Well, with the exception of maybe the Flag and my Defiant, this is probably, I spent more time and more money doing that other than those two. I'm going to say this. I think the Stinger's pretty awesome as a Dreadnought vehicle. It doesn't replace the Stinger. Not really, because I like having multiple Stingers. I'm good with just one Dreadnought Ground Assault set. I don't think they need to have multiple Stingers. The downside is with this set is you only get one Dreadnought Ram. This Ram I prefer over the original green 1982 Ram. And I know that is definitely, you know, some people are going to take umbrage with that, but I also do not. The Ram is a beautiful motorcycle. I love it to death, but it is the wrong motorcycle for GI Joe because I think it should be more like a Kawasaki 650 XL. But the Ram as a dreadnought vehicle works perfectly. I think, you know, you need to have 3 of these. There's 3 variations of the sidecar. So get all 3, put Buzzer, Ripper, and Torch on it. And, you know, spend your, I think this motorcycle is like $300 now on eBay.
Wow.
It's
I guess
nuts.
I'll never have it.
I can tell you this portion of the motorcycle without the sidecar, I picked up for $75 on eBay.
Ugh.
Like 6 years ago.
Damn.
Because the guy had a blurry picture. And then another one had a broken kickstand and it had some issues, had this sidecar, and I picked it up again for probably about the same amount of money. And then I sold the leftover. And so this, you know, I'm into this motorcycle for less than 100. This was, you know, before my kid got expensive. So, yeah. But like in my journey with the Stinger was somebody was selling one on Facebook for $75 and it needed whole sorts of parts. And then a month or 2 later, I was at a toy show, the original North Haven toy show. And that guy had another one that wasn't complete, but it had a whole bunch of parts. So I paid $200 for that. Made the best one of the 2, sold the remnants, found another one that wasn't complete, added it to it, sold the remnants, bought another one. And then it was the 4th one. And it was like over 2 years. And I think I beat market price on the Stinger. I think if I found my original spreadsheet for doing it, I was probably near market value at the time, but I did beat market value over 2 years. So it was like making payments.
Had on layaway.
Yeah, but that's how I did it. Yeah, the Dreadnought Ground Assault to me is a must have for the Dreadnoughts, and it adds to it, but it doesn't replace anything.
It's definitely better than Air Assault.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to 1986. And just really quickly, you know, other than we're not talking about battle gear. So we're going to go to
packs.
Yeah, accessory packs. I will say this: the accessory packs got a lot of hate in the day, and I have but now, oh yeah, I love them to death. You know, the accessory pack of Leatherneck's machine gun, you know, perfect, goes with so many different characters.
Mm-hmm. The one with ripcords, missiles, not ripcord.
Fast draws,
scrap iron.
Okay.
Yeah, it came with this missile launcher.
All right, so 1987 is a little bit of a dud year. I don't see anything. Yeah, no, I don't. I got nothing.
Nope.
We're scrolling. I think.
Oh, there's a peg warmer right there.
The battle gear and the vehicle gear.
The vehicle gear. I see that everywhere. Still in card. Next time I see it, I'm buying it. I'm just going to buy it. I don't know why. I just want to buy it now.
So we're in 1988. In 1988, there was 2 big sets. Oh my gosh, and we're getting near wrap up time. So guys, what do you think we should do? Should we do Tiger Force for the night, and then maybe we'll start, or you know what? Let's end part 1 with Night Force. What do you guys think? And then we'll pick up when we do part 2, which will be announced at a later time. We'll pick up with Tiger Force. What do you guys think? We'll end with a banger for 1988.
Sure.
All right. Yay. So the Night Blaster, a repaint of 1987, Casey's favorite.
100%.
So Casey, you know what? I'm going to let you lead off on this one. Absolutely.
All right. First off, love the black. I'm not feeling the red gun there. Everything else is really cool. But just that solid chunk of red kind of throws off the whole thing. Love to have it. I'm not sure what these are going for, but I bet they're out of my price range.
Yeah, you love the maggot. Yeah, I know this is a couple bills now complete. Has the same problem with the maggot. You still got the radar dish that breaks off, and you don't like the red laser cannon on the front vehicle. I'm going to remind you that on the maggot it was bright yellow.
Yeah, but that popped.
I think the orange pops, and you got glow in the dark stickers on every Night Force vehicle.
Let's sneak. Let's have these glow in the dark stickers.
Right.
It's a toy.
I know. I love it. I would have it. I'm just, if I had one nitpick, it would be that red gun.
So, the problem with the Night Blaster is the cheap plastic, according to Turd Ferguson. Yeah, well, I'll talk a little bit about that because you can also go onto my YouTube, more into the YouTube channel, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. So Casey, would you have the Night Blaster as a G.I. Joe vehicle, or would? All right, so that would complement your collection.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have 0 Night Force vehicles, and I want all of them. I'm just spoilers, so I want all of them.
Okay. And Wes, Night Blaster for you?
Yeah, I don't even own the maggot, and I've come around on that too. I need to get it, and
it's the best.
I almost got one at Joe Fest in a box.
Well, Wes, I hate saying you. I mean, it's for any listeners on the replay on the audio version. Casey is just disappointed. His facial gestures, his hand gestures on this. Casey's just like, don't have Wes back on. He's whispering to me.
No maggot.
No maggot, no Wes. That's it. We're done.
I told you I want to get one.
Wes,
I will get one. But no, I do like this. The problem I have with Night Force, there's not a lot of problems with it, but yeah, it's kind of the colors with the orange or reddish orange, a little too much on this one. But other than that, this, even the tracks it's a different black than the actual black on the actual tank. So it separates itself, and I think the tracks are gray.
Yeah, they're a dark gray.
They can't see, Cobra cannot see you advancing except for the glow in the dark stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a response to Peter Moline's comment. They can't see me at night with this version.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is one of the more affordable Night Force vehicles. It's still and by more affordable, I mean it's not at the level of the Night Boomer and the Night and of the other things. But yeah, this is probably near before you get to the APC repaint. So the Night Blaster is known for having a droopy cannon like the maggot. And a couple of years ago, I did a video where I showed off an aluminum bracket I machined at work in my spare time that actually pinches the tabs that keeps the my main gun elevated on both my Night Blaster and my couple maggots. So there is fixes that, and it doesn't get in the way of the toy, so it stays hidden up there. So if you're into Night Blasters, if you're into maggots, go back in some of my older videos and you will find them here on the Chaplain Sisters Motorpod YouTube channel. So all right, so we got the Night Blaster. Yes, it is a must own. Night Force, we might, no things. So we're gonna get to the Night Raider because Night Raider is no lie. I've been. Oop! Did I just? I thought I screwed up.
No, Night Raider's right there.
But where is So Zazel? Oh, yeah. Zazel just wants to say, no surprise that the Night Raider gets my vote for the best Night Force repaint. Zazel's Clubhouse.
Surprise.
The unofficial home of Sergeant Slaughter on YouTube. So we got it. Yeah. So it's the repainted Triple T.
Cool
Wes, What do you think?
Dig it.
Hmm.
Dig it. It's is it better than the original Triple T? I'd have to see him in person to really judge it. But it's cutting it close. It's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, anything repainted black is going to be cool.
Oh yeah.
That's why the Stinger's the best vamp.
And Casey?
Oh yeah. I I love the Triple T, but this is an improvement.
Yeah, so Dagon is asking if it came with Sergeant Slaughter. No, it did not. We did not have a Night Force Sergeant Slaughter. I'm sure Zazel has one repainted, though. I'm sure. Yeah, the Night Raider is one of the most affordable Night Force vehicles. You can probably, last time I checked, you could find one for about $100. So
Again, were these
are Toys R Us exclusives.
Yeah, that's right. Toys R Us.
And this is 1988. So Wes, were you a Toys R Us kid in 1988?
I was already done with toys in '88. We didn't have a Toys R Us near me. It was like a 2-hour drive in Kansas. The first Toys R Us I ever got to go to, I had to fly to Phoenix, Arizona to go to a Toys R Us because I was just on vacation, and my grandparents were like, what do you want to do today? I was like, I want to go to a Toys R Us and buy Serpentor and the water moccasin.
So Zazel is saying it's a shame we didn't get a Night Force Sarge, but version 2 torso on version 1 legs works in a pinch.
There you go.
And Peter Moline says he sees a lot of vehicles on eBay that came from Night Force enthusiastic kids with too much access to paint. But yeah, so I will say the Night Raider is awesome. I love mine. Yeah. Great fun toy. But then we move on to the Nightshade, which is a shark repaint. And Casey, what are you thinking about the Nightshade?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I don't think I've ever seen one in person. I've seen all these other ones, at shows. But yeah, I would like this one. I think it's an improvement from the original. But I believe later on there is one that's better than this.
Oh.
But this is a solid improvement.
And Wes, what are you thinking about the Nightshade?
Yeah. And Tunnel Rat looks fantastic in it for some reason.
And he's just sitting, and it's like,
yeah, it's those great pants, though. It's Night Force Tunnel Rat.
Yeah.
So he looks amazing. I'm
scrolling because I don't think in the toy itself you can sit it's been I'm not a shark fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like the shark better than the Skyhawk. But yeah, I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you can set up a figure in there.
You can't.
I don't think so.
You can't close the canopy with it. So
yeah, that's why the canopy's open in the.
Yeah.
I think this is out of the Toys R Us catalog, this image.
That red looks better than what the actual pictures down below when you scroll down. Those look more red, so it looks better there than that orange.
Yeah.
Orange,
yeah, it's definitely the Night Force orange.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't.
But so how much does this thing go for?
I think this is about another $100. You can get plus or minus.
Yeah.
Either this and the Raider are the cheapest Night Force vehicles. They are the most affordable.
Yeah, I've never seen this one, Casey. I haven't seen one either in the wild.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just not looking hard enough.
Well, I mean, it's not on your radar, you're not like, oh, it's like I'm a Night Force.
Yeah. I got 2 regular sharks. I think it's a great little vehicle.
With the worst figure. With the worst figure,
yes.
Don't let Hillbilly hear you say that. He likes that figure.
I mean, hey, if you got an aquarium, that's a great way to utilize it.
Yep.
So, all right, we only got 2 more for this evening. We're going to go with 1988's Night Storm. So this is the repaint of the G.I. Joe Persuader from 1987. So, Wes, how about you lead us off?
I think it's better than the Persuader. I recently got Persuader. Yeah. I recently. When did I get that? Early this year, like it was before Joe Fest, and I didn't have one. 87 was my last year, but I didn't have that one in 87. Yeah, this one's better just because of the paint. The missiles still suck. But you don't get the figure, which is fine because the figure was
I thought
figure was actually the Persuader was fine. He was fine. It was the colors.
Yes.
It's like he's 5 years old and the parents told him dress yourself.
But he's Canadian, so.
And then he came with the weirdest gun that doesn't fit
a pistol.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes they would. Yeah, it's a revolver, and he's a laser tank driver.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but no, this is awesome. I would definitely want this in my collection.
And Casey, how about you with the Persuader?
Night
Storm.
I 100% agree with Zazel. It's the weakest of the Night Force. The paint job is way better than the Persuader, but then again, you get that big chunk of red for the cannon.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I like my Night Storm better than my Persuader. I got another interesting story about my Night Storm. My Night Storm is the product of two Night Storms coming together to make one nice one. I found a Night Storm for $5 at a tag sale, and it was mostly a shell, but it had a couple pieces. And then on eBay, I found another Night Storm that was needing everything on my shell. So the two became one, and I sold the parts. So I came out ahead. It's one of this is one of the weaker Night Storm vehicles. So this one is, on the more affordable side. It's somewhere in between the Night Raider and what was the first one? It's somewhere between the Night Blaster and the Night Raider in price. So, but it's accessible to like most collectors, because most collectors are going for the final vehicle we're going to talk about tonight, 1988's Night Force Night Striker, the repaint of the G.I. Joe 1984 Whale. So Casey,
Love it.
Do the honor. Okay.
Love it. I saw this one first time I seen it in person was at Kentuckiana. I think the toy department had it, and I was just blown away. It was very pricey, though. I've seen it a couple times at Joe Fest. If I ever get to the point where I have some just disposable money, I would hunt down one of these because I really think it's sharp. And it would look good with my whale.
Yes. If Casey wins the lottery, he won't tell anybody, but there will be signs. Powerball tomorrow. 1.7 billion. And Wes, what are you thinking?
I love original hovercraft, the Whale. I've seen, it's weird. I see this more often than any other Night Force vehicle out there, but it's probably the most priciest. I mean, possibly, maybe.
Oh, it's very pricey.
Oh yeah, I think it's
for sheer size. Yes, I get it, but also because if it's complete, oh my God, you're looking at well above 500 at least. And correct me if I'm wrong. And it's, I don't know, the red fins in the back. I don't know. It's fine. I'm not going to hate on it.
And it's more orange because remember, this is an old Yojo pick.
I love the original better. It's just more militaristic, more, whatever.
See you, Ronnie.
Ronnie, good night, sir. Or have a good day. There you go.
Yeah, so I just brought up 3D Joe's just because we know we're ending on probably one of the.
I'll take all the figures in it though.
Oh yeah, I think it's sharp. I really like it.
What color is the bottom half? Is it gray? It almost looks like an olive,
Looks gray.
It's a dark olive.
like Outback Night Force Outback shirt.
Yes.
Almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I bet
Close to it.
very close. Yeah. Yeah. This is one that I don't have. I've had shells come available near me within my price range, but I've been too late to pull the trigger. This is something I don't know if I want to buy a shell. For me, it would be buying this versus buying Daredevil #1 in price. And, I just don't know if I can justify parting with that much amount of cash for something like this.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this thing, the whale itself is fragile and delicate and all that. And I'm nervous enough about that. I don't know if I could enjoy this if I owned it. You know what I mean? It'd be like, I have it, I can display it, but would I enjoy it? And I'm a guy, that likes to take my stuff out and do, light play with. And I don't know if I could ever do that with this. I'd be too scared.
See you, they gone. Have a good night.
Good night, they gone.
Take care, sir.
And Turd is saying, why doesn't someone kit bash an all black one with an original whale bottom?
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody has, but they haven't shared it.
Yeah, that would look cool.
I don't think I could paint my well.
Oh.
Mm.
I mean, there's enough whale stuff.
Parts,
I mean,
shells.
yeah, because you can also replace all the, while we're talking about customizing a Night Striker of all vehicles to customize, you can replace all the orange with original whale parts to tone it down and make it nighter and more night.
More darker.
Yeah, more darker.
More nighter.
More stealth.
Like I was saying, I can't get over how often I see him. Like there was one at the San Antonio toy show I was at this last weekend, and it said 100% complete. They didn't have a price tag on it. You had to ask for the price, which was kind of like weird. And then but it was a shell, so all the parts were in a bag. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not even interested. I'm not even going to bother to ask. I don't want to. But yeah, I saw a ton of them at Joe Fest. They weren't all complete, but still.
No, this is
surprising how often I see them.
Yeah. Well, it's like one of those things this is the thing that brings a customer to the booth. It's kind of like having that grail item.
Yep.
Oh, Zazel bringing up how cool would this have looked if it was colored like a killer whale, and I think he's alluding to the 1995, almost. If G.I. Joe won another year, they had planned to repaint this again for the Battle Core line. I bet you 10-1 the Missal boxes would have been replaced with spring fired launcher, but I'd have been cool with that. Yeah, I think yeah, the whale is one of the best G.I. Joe vehicles of all time. And this is deservedly what it should be because it's a Toys R Us exclusive, limited, fragile. I mean, this really is a grail. Man, I'd love to have one, but like I said, I could never enjoy it. So, but we're going to close out part 1 of Repaints here after doing 1988's Night Force. When we do part 2 in a future date, we will pick up with 1988's Tiger Force, which was a regular release. So obviously, and then we'll work towards something pretty cool and epic towards the end of that hour. So before we go, thanks to all the guys that came in, tuned in, chimed in. Thank you guys. And to anybody, tuning in for the first time, hit that like button, subscribe, bell icon, all those things. We're going to be doing more and more on YouTube with also supporting the audio side of the podcast as well. This is officially Missal 105. Missal 104 is an edit. So the edit will come out on the audio, and then the 105 will come out on the audio. But you can enjoy 105 right now as we're at the end of the show. So that's kind of silly for me to say this because you've already watched all of this. So, hey, at least I'm saying it and I'm getting it out there. Zazel, thanks for coming in. He said it was a great show. And because it's a great show, thank you as always to my co-host Casey. Thank you. And for coming on to talk repaints with us, Wes. Thanks for answering the call and coming on.
Yeah.
And Wes, why don't you tell the watchers, the viewers, and the listeners on the replay where they can find more of Joe Hunter 73?
You can find me on Instagram at Joe Hunter 73 and also check out my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel just put out the 1983 blueprints as I'm going through each year of the blueprints now that I'm done with the catalogs for now because I ran out. So, but
that'll happen.
Yeah. So check me out on Joe Hunter 73 on YouTube.
Awesome.
Thank you all.
You're welcome. And just real quick before we get to you, Casey, Peter Moline chimes in. I had a garage sale whale as a kid. It was great. Only the front door and one depth charge survived today.
Oh wow. That's kind of a funny way to say it. Garage sale whale. Garage sale whale. It's a good band name.
And Zazel chiming in he's really digging your blueprint videos.
Thanks, Zazel. I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate your comments too in my videos. Dropping the knowledge.
So Casey, you've got a big morning coming up as always on Saturday. So why don't you tell people where they can find more Casey?
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, podcast from the pit, me, Hillbilly, and some guests. I think we got 3 guests coming on tomorrow. We are going to, and I know other shows have done this, but it's fun for us. We're going to our dream cast a G.I. Joe movie of who we want to be there. We've got it laid out to I think 10 characters, and nobody knows who else everybody's picking. It should be a good time.
So Casey, I'm gonna ask. So did you give out a roster of 10 characters to everybody in your guests, or were they allowed to choose 10 people of their own?
Nope. I wanted to see the variety of the 10 characters who we pick.
So my pick for downtown won't be on there.
But honorable mentions, send them in. We love participation.
We're Friday night doing this. So yeah, if you guys are going to be up in a little 10 hours, tune into Casey. He's got a great Saturday morning chat show. It's awesome. I love listening to the replays on my drive into works. So, and anyway, I'm Gary. I'm Chaplain Sisters Motorpod. I am the host. You can find me on social media at Chaplain Joe Pod. That's at Chaplain Joe Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also here on YouTube because you're watching it. But if you're listening to the replay, you can catch this. I try to promote this a little bit ahead of time, but sometimes me wanting to take awesome thumbnails gets in the way of me promoting. So chaplainjoepod@gmail.com. And also we are the strange, but not as strange, nerdy little brother of the pint, a pop culture podcast. You can find them also on YouTube as well. And with all of that said and done, one final missile for the masses until we talk again next time. Be decent to one another.
Good night, everybody.
See y'all. Take care.